Welcome everyone, it's Vapors Jacobmar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. We are going to be continuing on the path that leads to the evil that is known as the end of this tower. I will be doing other stuff as well. Last time, at least in Raid, we were doing Scarab. We're telling the Scarab what for. Thing is very convenient about Fenax, as he helps deal with invite some more members, just not because I'm trying to make sure that I continuously have replacements for anyone I remove, because I want to try to keep the clan full if at all possible. Now, this may not be easy to do, but it's something that I am very determined to do. Anyway, that's so feebleness. That did not do the damage I was hoping. Gotta keep going up, because I want to get what the next boss is. I think it goes in the same pattern, so it goes... I think the next boss is Frost Spider. Knowing what the last boss is, because I think the Doom Tower rotation always goes in the same rotation of the first 4 bosses on ascending difficulties, and then repeats it on hard. So that's how it works. There we go. Next, I want to get to the boss before I do my raid maintenance. Not my raid maintenance, my Elder Scrolls Online maintenance, which is coming right up. That didn't place any extra, because if it placed extra hits, that probably would have been just toast. That guy would have been toasted. Like that, see? If they get a debuff on them, the chance of it toasting is a lot more than if it isn't. Far are we up? Go here. Already cleared the way on the other account on that Doom Tower. And we're going to see where it struggles. Show some other alternative methods. See, the reason he's got Stern Partner, right, is so that He can put some debuffs also and stop the other debuffs. Keep the debuffs on the enemy. Same with Sow Feebleness. It's to keep the debuffs on the enemy so that he can place that extra hit and block revive, which is generally what you want. Him to do. Now, he doesn't always survive, and he can get targeted because he's an attack-based. Magic champions only. Okay, I think we can do this. I'm including Syl, though. Now you're like, why are we doing this? Well, the thing is, we're doing this, and you don't need Lady Kimi and Jintoro. I just happen to have Lady Kimi and Jintoro, and I do need to get better gear for them, because I don't have it. It's a pity that other move doesn't hit as hard. So we got the extra turn here. We're definitely going to want to deal with this fully. The blood freeze on him. I actually do not have that many in the way of magic nukers, specifically AoEs. Like, I don't even have a ray. Most of the best magic nukers are either starter champs or they're either starter champs or they're legendaries, with not a lot of variance in between. I'm doing this now because I always have this habit of leaving things off until the last minute with this tower, which doesn't help me. At least this rotation, I'm not too fussed about. Like, I can easily get, because there's no Dark Fae, and there's no Bommel. But Dark Fae can, I don't have a comp to deal with the top level Dark Fae. I just don't. I have to get very specific champs, very specific ingredients to do such a thing. That's just the reality of the matter. Now, the reason that he's there is to help deal with revive. That's his main use in this equation. Because if you don't deal with these, nuts, you tend to get problems. Okay, we have to deal with the sear. As if you don't deal with these sears, things are going to get very bad very quick. So we want to just fix that right now. So yeah, I do firmly believe that the next floor is the next boss is this frost spider. Now there's several ways to go about the frost spider. Did anyone see that damage? I do have to check his gear later, but he's probably the best block reviver I've ever had. Because when his put down, like, he's the best. Yeah, he's the best one I've ever had because I've never gotten an Eathway. Game hates me on an Eathway. Game just does not want to give me that champ. So because of that, I have to make do with this. I do have to do more Avions, but I also have to do account maintenance. You want to do that sow feebleness thing in to make sure it puts the extra hit in. At least you got him low with the Fenax. Perfect. You see that? That's what you want. Because you want to, if they have a reviver, for instance, you don't want that guy getting away with a lot of, yep, it's the spider. Okay, so there's several things with the spider. I want to try a new member in here and see how he does. I have Drex as the backup, obviously. Now, there's several teams you can use versus this. I prefer the burn team because the alternatives are not fun. There is a faster way of doing this with deal with the burns. See, and he puts extra burns on there. See? Which is extra damage to the boss. Because there are several ways you can fight this boss. Decreasing his crit rate would be decent. Direct Star, as you can see, is the superior burn for this boss, because he keeps the burn up 100% of the time. The other guy also keeps the burns on the spiderlings. That burn. Roasting that. Trying to get these burns on this thing. There we go. That helps keep the burns up. Oh, how? Like okay, it has to be on the direct spider himself. Dang it. I thought for sure that the ACOTH would see the reason I hate these spiderlings is this cleanse can be very obnoxious. Yeah, I need to kill these spiderlings off, because they're the thing cleansing the main spider. And that's why you also need the burn, because without the burn, the spider revives. And this battle can go on unendingly, which is not exactly how you want that to go. Now, there's a way to ensure 100% that the spider dies. And we're going to be experimenting with this later. Okay. Unfortunately, we've got to get these members in shape. They got to let me know. I got to let them know. Got a spot open. Man, as I'm trying to get this clan going, man, they've got to start showing up. These guys got to start showing up. I'm not messing around. Got to realize, if you don't show up, it's a problem. Okay, you know what? I might as well show the other technique, shall we? Alright, so the other technique is him. Now you're like, what does he do? Simple. What he does is he stops revives. Say, I'm letting them have a warning. You guys gotta show up. I'm sorry, you guys got to show up. You guys are way too stale, and don't give any excuses to why you're stale. It's a problem. Like, I am recruiting. I am trying to make an active clan. They've got to understand, I want the members to work. I want them to show up. I want them to do their job. They gotta show up, man. They can't be doing this 2-week AFK thing all the time. Okay, so what we do here with this technique, right, is we go for the spiderlings and we try to chip them out. Now, there are several ways to damage the big spider. But I have to test to see if I can keep my block of revive alive. Now, one of the ways, obviously you want to keep some kind of debuff on the main spider. But if it's poison that you're doing it, you need a block revive. 100%. And the reason that you need a block revive is you need to stop all of it reviving. Sill is still recommended because Sill keeps the process moving smoothly. Come on. Come on. Block revive the stupid thing. Please. Like, I'll invite back members if they're stale. I just need them to understand I'm not playing around when I say if you're stale, you're gonna get kicked. I've had enough telling them and making people think, oh, I'm messing around. I'm not messing around. You better show up. So I don't like people thinking that I'm Delta, that I'm gonna let this slide. I'm not letting this slide. You have to understand. You guys gotta show up. Please. Anyway, so we're doing some of the technique. Hopefully, I'll get to show it off. We're gonna have to get him relatively low to get this to go. Trying to get the threshold. Okay, that's not low enough. Alright, I didn't show it properly, but there's a block revive technique with it. Just trust me. Alright. Did I get it? Man, I didn't get the person. You serious? Do we have the invites? Okay, let's... Did I get it? Did the invite... There we go. We'll see if they mature into someone who helps me fight that boss. Hopefully, one can pray that they will. Next time, we will see.